Hello everyone, my name is Gaurang Patel. I am a Senior Innovation Manager at Schneider Electric. Here I am working on and driving multiple innovative solutions and products. Schneider Electric is one of the largest digital industrial automation company, and I am a part of its innovation and exploration team, where we are focusing on creating and developing innovative software solutions for industries using the advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning, and industrial Internet of Things, and advanced analytics. About my career journey, so I have more than 12 years of experience in the field of industrial automation, and I began this career journey as a programmer. Then I became a commissioning engineer and solution architect, and now I am focused on innovation. So this variety and diversity in these roles and responsibility, that really helpful being into a product management, because I have gained experience related to the product processes in the many areas, right? And also that's why I've been kind of fortunate and privileged to have different diverse roles and to do different things in this career journey. Okay, so for me this transition was not so difficult, because I had been working in pre-sales roles, and I had been closely working with the offer management or product management team. So it's not too difficult for me to change this role, but however there is a challenge, right? There is a big challenge in while switching this role was mindset of non-product manager, right? So let me give you one or let me tell you one example from my own story or from my own experience. So in my previous role, which is into a pre-sale role, so I received one requirement from one of our largest customer, and this request was to develop iPhone applications for our solution. And this request was from one of the biggest customers, so I had to work on it. So I had multiple conversations with the product team that time and product managers to convince them to develop this application. But unfortunately I couldn't change their mind, and according to them, they thought that this is the request which was not something that all other customer would want, and they decided not to do it. So that time I felt a bit pity, but I also had to understand that only the user requirement, which may be a very strong requirement, but also we have to assess this requirement from the business viability side and from the technical feasibility side, right? So this kind of mindset needs to be developed when you are switching from one role to the product management role, and this is the challenge that I faced. Okay, so in all my previous roles, the thing that I was really missing was to have a structured approach of managing the different aspect of the product, from its conceptualization to their end of life phase, right? So this all the product management processes that greatly helped me to enhance my the efficiency of my working, and also the way I used to manage the product and its features, right? So this structure and well organized approach really helped me a lot to work on my the existing role and to increase my efficiency, my work efficiency in that way. For me, it's an internal transition. So earlier I was a part of Schneider Electric, and then I moved into a different teams. So for me, this transition, as I said, is not too difficult. The team which I moved, so with this team I already worked in my previous role. So they they knew me. They know that my everything, background and everything. The one that they assessed was my approach, or my understanding about the design thinking process, because this is the one of the key process in the innovation domain, right? And this is process that we are using, we are actively and aggressively using in our approach for innovation. So they asked, they just assessed this thing, that what is my experience, what is my where I applied this design thinking process, what is my industrial automation background, and what is my understanding about artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies, because this is something that this role really demanding. So these are the few things that they assessed. Since they know me, it was not so much difficult for them to assess and for me to convince them that I really fit into this role. But before that, I should say that before this, I also applied for 2 other positions outside the organization, and I got selected one of them. So about the preparation of interview, that is also very much interesting, because the day when I decided to switch to this core product management role, I started preparing myself. I used to read the articles, blogs, and the one that I would really suggest is to read the book Cracking the PM Interviews, which really helped me a lot to polish my answers. So this is some kind of preparation that I did before sitting in these interviews. But when I given my interviews to this for these roles, so I remember they asked me to apply a practical approach, to apply my learnings, my experience on a real scenario. So I remember I applied in L&T Infotech company, and this company, of course, it's a service-based company, but they asked me to work on one case studies where I have to come up with some ideas and implement strategies of how we can enhance the efficiency of mining process using digital transformation. So that was the use case, and they asked to prepare something, to prepare with some artifacts or some work and submit in 7 to 10 days. So this kind of practical the questions, or the real scenario based question that you can expect during these interviews. And my preparation during this the course really helped me a lot to answer such kind of real case scenarios, right? But the interview process was amazing. I really enjoyed giving the interviews. Once I know that this is the method, this is the question, this type of questions can come, and this type of answers that we can give. So yeah, it's amazing, and I really enjoyed this process. Before Accredian, so I already inquired, and I perform a bit analysis of a few other institutes and universities that are providing such online courses around this product management. But the thing that I like about Accredian was is to have a structured approach, right? Structured modules, right? The different modules, the syllabus, they are designed so nicely that we can follow them one by one in the right order, and we can understand the whole process of product management. This is the one thing. The another thing is faculty, right? And here the faculty is from the industry leader they are, and they really help us to visualize the real scenario problems and how to manage them, how to handle them, right? And the best part is that based on their experience, they also share their the previous issues or previous problems that they face, and the way they manage to fix these issues, these problems. The experience was something that really helped us to understand the concept very clearly. and also they also share that what they could have done in a better way, so that they could address this problem more effectively. So this kind of the practical learning is equally important in our learning journey, and that's really a best part of Accredian. So instead of giving direct advice, I would prefer and I would rather sharing my experience. So I remember as a beginner of product management, I was trying to attend all the classes, doing all the assignments, and also reading the multiple articles and blogs from online, and used to attend the events. I also trying to participate in the discussion around the product, in the case studies, in the events or competitions as much as I can. But this is the general the things that I used to follow. But apart from this, what I suggest is to learn and apply. So whatever you learn as a beginner, try and go and apply to the real scenario. And you can do it in the 3 ways. So first is you can go and you can apply these new learnings in your existing role, in your existing position, right? So for example, if you learn newly a competition analysis, you can go and check your competitors in your of your companies and perform the analysis, and you can show this analysis to your manager, to your colleagues, and that's approach that you can follow. The second option, if you don't have that the luxury to apply these things in your existing role, maybe you may not be in a core product management role, right? So in that case, it's obvious that we may not have that opportunity to apply in this in our job role, but you can still do it voluntarily. You can check, you can go and apply voluntarily without showing to your manager, without using for your professional the things. If I tell you my experience, what I did is Schneider Electric has a vision statement and mission statement which is very strong, right? But when I learned this vision statement and mission statement, how to create them, so that time I created this vision statement and mission statement for the team that I am working in. So I took input from my colleague and I created these statements and I showed to them to collect their feedback, right? So this is how I did voluntarily. The third which you can do is use the Accredian portal, where you can find the different case studies based on your industries or domain, which you can find in product portfolio, and you can just choose the right appropriate one and then go and work on it, and you can submit all your workings or all your findings and research and your assignment or artifacts which you create. You can submit and you will have feedback from the expert of Accredian. So this is 3 ways that you can learn and apply, and trust me, I can guarantee you that this learnings, which is the practical based learnings, which will really help you throughout your the career life of product management.